So I guess the first question I have for you guys is, do you want a regular interview or John Gameshi style, super quiet, breathy, artistic interview?
As much as I love Gian Gameshi, I don't really think that's probably your audience.
That's not me. Okay? All right. Well, welcome. It's ADHD Sketch Comedy Troupe. The ladies, we have Melissa, we have Allie, and we have Bridget.
Yeah, that is me.
I just forgot your name for a second. Oh my God.
It's Caroline.
I know that, Caroline. I was...
Take two.
Welcome. No, you guys are kind of the Tina Fey and Amy Poehler of Calgary comedy. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you.
I guess my first question is, how and why did you guys get into comedy, sketch comedy? I mean, it's always a dream. You ask every child, what do you want to do? I want to be an actor. I want to be a comedian, whatever. And my dream is to be, because I'm really good at hand fart noises.
It's impressive.
Yeah. Well done. Well done.
But I can't make a living at it. So
Well, you could start your own hand fart troupe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
do you guys want to audition?
It might be a solo.
You could record albums, like a
Yes.
Christmas album, or
Right.
You and the Chipmunks.
I'm just picturing it. But seriously, how did it come about? How did you guys form together? How did you decide that this is something you wanted to do? Allie, I'll start with you, I guess.
Well, we all have backgrounds. All three of us girls have backgrounds in acting and theater. All three of us have acting degrees. And I've always grown up, as all of us have, watching sketch comedy. And there's just not a lot of it in Calgary. And I went to Second City, and I took their summer program. I took improv and sketch writing. And every night they encouraged us to go out every night and go see a different sketch show. And no matter where you go in Chicago, there's a sketch show going on in a different bar. And when I came home, I thought, why can't we have this in Calgary? And so I started a sketch troupe.
Oh.
And I created these hooligans.
You don't look that old.
I
Congratulations.
created
From a piece of your rib.
I recruited. I made them. Oh my God, I recruited.
I accept that.
Was it from a piece of your rib that we were made?
It was, and a toenail. Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Washed
I think
first.
I'm the toenail.
Yeah.
Caroline, you we chatted during rehearsal when I met you, and you actually have a background over in England.
Yes.
At which fringe festival? That is actually a really big deal. You were part of.
Yes, it was. I was in the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. Oh gosh, probably in 2005. And we were there for 2 weeks with a play. Sometimes I got to play in front of two people. Mm-hmm. It was, it's an honor. One was the director, the other was my dad. But yeah, we did the Fringe Festival and we've done some other stuff. So when I came over here, I really hadn't got into I didn't know anyone in the acting world at all until I really met Allie. So
Awesome.
yeah.
And Melissa, give me an idea of some of your experiences.
Well, I originally from BC, moved here for music, actually. So music is the first background that I have in training, and then started taking acting classes and got to know some people in the community, and eventually met Allie, and we started doing like murder mysteries together, and I've done dinner theater stuff, and so that's kind of where I come from. The improvisational comedy.
Tell me about your shows. For somebody who's never gone to an ADHD... actually, let me start. How did you get the name? Where did that come from?
Allie?
We wanted to do fast and funny sketches, so we wanted to do sketches that were 5 minutes or less. So if you didn't like the sketch, just wait 5 minutes, because sometimes sketch comedy can drown on for 20 minutes. And we wanted to appeal to a wide audience, so we were just brainstorming names, and we're like, yeah, it's like ADHD. And we thought, ADHD, that's a good name. Mm-hmm. And I mean, some people find it offensive. I find it offensive, but it gets people talking.
Sell it.
Yeah,
Sell it.
yeah. So sometimes we say it stands for Allie's Dumbhead Disciples. So, yeah.
That's fantastic.
I
That
did
is
not know
fantastic.
So you learn
So-
something new.
So tell me about your shows. I'll direct this to Caroline. What's somebody walking into? I guess, Allie kind of touched on it. Sketches 5 minutes, but
Yes.
can you elaborate?
Well, guaranteed to have comedy, of course. We do a variety of different sketches. It could be with a person in it for a 30-second sketch, like a segue. It could have the whole troupe in for a 5-minute sketch. Obviously, we're trying to get everybody laughing throughout the sketch. It's not just one big laugh at the end. And anything else?
Yeah. Melissa?
There's a lots of different variety of sketches. We parody things. Yeah. We take pieces of real life and make them even more ridiculous than they already are. We try to appeal to the everyman. People that don't necessarily go out and know comedy and know sketch comedy. Mm-hmm. We try to get them laughing, and they might not have ever seen Saturday Night Live or Kids in the Hall, which is a lot of our influence, but we try to make things that will make them laugh. Funny characters. We love characters that will come back time and time again. And we have a second half of the show. We like to bring some of the characters from the first half back so that you see someone you recognize and you go, oh yeah, I loved that guy. Or that chick was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So who's got a character prepared for this?
Oh,
Anyone?
Melissa, you have to do Rose.
Yeah.
Do Rose.
All right. So Rose is an older, grumpy, smoked a lot in her life. She really loves the men's. So anytime she gets a chance, she's gonna find one and she's gonna have her way with them, I tell ya. So if you have somewhere to be, like maybe you want to be doing some yogas or maybe you want to learn a dance routine, I can show you everything you need to know.
I love how Rose is definitely New York.
Definitely.
That's kind of where I wanted to go next is where do you guys draw your inspiration exactly? Any one particular vein or is it just kind of life in general?
Life in general, I got an idea for a sketch just because my son put toilet rolls on his hands. That's where I got my inspiration for a sketch. Like, just, I don't know, Allie.
Where does that sketch go?
Yes, please tell us. It's the best one.
No. Well, that is Edward toilet roll hands instead of Edward scissor hands. He makes wonderful toilet roll creations instead of hair cutting and hedge cutting.
Right.
Clearly, you would get that from a 3-year-old climbing up the stairs with toilet rolls on his hands.
I love how you explain this in the most serious way possible.
This is serious business. You don't understand how serious this is to life.
Toilet paper duck doesn't make sense.
That actually was the tragedy of the sketch.
Allie, what are some of your experiences that made it into sketches?
Well, my whole life I always put my art in, it's cathartic to me. So if I go through a bad experience, I'll just write a sketch about it and turn it into something funny. So one of my sketches, I don't want to go to, it's one of my favorite ones, but it's called Scrapbooker's Paradise. And this guy answers a Kijiji ad to go and scrapbook, and he gets a little more than just scrapbooking. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wonder why you turn to me with the whites of your eyes glaring as you say that, but all right.
Well, you're moving into my area, so I'm hoping you'll come over and scrapbook.
That's true.
Scrapbooking is very communal.
We like to share glue.
Yeah. Bring lots of glue stick.
I feel awkward now. Thank you for that. So give us the 5 W's of the show that we're looking forward to.
Well, we're ADHD Sketch Comedy. We're going to be at Dickens Pub, and we do it last Tuesday of every month. So this month is going to be September 30th, at 8 o'clock. Cover is $10. And bring your friends. Lots of drinks to be had. Lots of food specials and all that kind of thing. It starts at 8. We'll go about an hour and a half, maybe 2.
It's good value.
Yeah.
It really is.
Sliders are on special for $1. It's very informal. Where else can you go and sit with your friends and get drunk if you'd like and eat cheap food and just laugh your ass off?
Fair enough. Great style. And I should mention, you guys have graciously given me a few tickets to sell at face value, where 100% of the money will go to my Ride to Conquer Cancer and the Alberta Cancer Foundation. So thank you very much. There is a charity aspect to this, and that's feel good all around. So thank you guys once again. If I could get you to stick around, maybe we'll do a little bit of a little sketch, a little improv, something. Is that possible?
Ooh. Always say yes to improv.